Hi guys, we are here in Denby Dale visiting our friend Z Hinchliffe, the infamous spinners. We're joined by Liz from County Brook, who's going to come with us on a tour to learn all about the world of spinning ahead of us launching our new lambswool accessories. Come inside and have a look.
Graham Wilby, the director of Z Hinchliffe, a company established in 1766. We produce fine woolen yarns.
This is our goods inward. We've got all our raw material, our lambswool, our cashmere, camel hair, angora. So this is your traditional sort of lambswool. Okay.
So what micron's this?
That would be about 19 micron.
So, wow, that's lovely. That's like next to the skin is really soft.
So what does micron mean?
It's the thickness of the fibre.
Yeah.
So the smaller the number, the thinner the fibre is, the bigger it is. Our British wool's around the 28 to 30 micron mark, and it's by no means the coarsest stuff. I mean, we've got some down here.
These are all our colours. We've got more, but these are all set in different colours. So you've got yellows, oranges, reds, browns, fawns, pinks. This is all wool. These are our greens, blues, purples. But these actually exist. They're not just little samples. They actually exist in bales and whatever, just little samples of them.
Yeah.
So we've got, and then we've got cashmere here, which is a bit smaller, but that's because it's more expensive, so we don't have as much.
How many colours have you got in the colour room?
Oh, I don't know.
Every colour.
Every colour, every colour, every colour. If we're doing a mixture, which a lot of stuff is, I'll just take this colour here. So we would go and have a look, so it'll come, I'll just show you. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. I'll go into it. Probably a bit of yellow, a bit darker one like that. So what I do now is, I'll go to we have light cabinet. We've worked, this is, so that's D65, which is artificial daylight. You can match, you do match in real daylight as well, but I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is just mix them up. So I mix them together. So that's hand blending almost. You have to keep crossing them over.
Yeah.
So you're pulling the colour through itself so it mixes up properly. So that's roughly mixed. So there, it's not right. So what I do then is, I know I'm going to need more of that, less of that, probably less more white. So I'll keep doing that, and then till I get something.
Again then, or do you just modify that one?
I'm going to do it again, just have a quick look.
Because you can never, if you start modifying that, then you can never get back to 100%.
You never know what the rest.
Well, what I do is, so I do for there. I'm just going to show. I'll hand spin it a bit. Everybody can do this either.
No.
Do you go home with your spinning wheel?
No, I'm all right. Yeah.
Seen enough all day.
So there.
Wow.
I know it's not right, but it's not far away. Richard and I, we work, and Martin's my colleague there. We all work quite closely together because we're it's colour. Right?
Yeah.
So and nobody really has the expertise or the knowledge for colour. It's a very specialist thing.
Yeah,
so.
super specialist.
So, but it takes you a long time to learn it, and you know, it's not just something you do overnight. You know what I mean?
Well,
so.
you just proved it.
We get the ticket. You've been to the colour room. We get the tickets from the colour room for the components that they want dyeing. So I make a ticket with the dye stuffs on it: red, yellow, blue, whatever colours are needed to make the shade. So that's what they've asked for: 341 purple. Last time we dyed it, that was the ticket that we did. So to ensure continuity and that we're always dyeing the exact colour, that's the recipe that we've gone to. So that's what we did last time. That's what we're at. So that's okay for shade.
Does that mean that you've got 4,999 colours in there?
And then another.
And then another 3,000.
I think we're on to the second. Where are we going back to here? 5.
No.
Back to 2013. So yeah, I do refresh them periodically, but the danger is if I throw away one from 12 years ago, because they're specific recipes, If I throw the ticket away without any record of it and they want it again, I'm stuck. So that's why we keep them as long as we can. The recipes remain the same, so that if we dye it now and then we ask for it again in 2 years, 5 years, we replicate it exactly, or as nearly as we can. That's material that's ready to be dyed, so it's come from the warehouse, it's been loaded into these. This will be around 200, 250 kilos. So when it's ready for dyeing, we put a lid on there just to seal it. When it's all sealed up, the machine, the cage goes in here, water's pumped through it, and it's basically like a pressure cooker after that.
Yeah.
Water will be pumped through it up to the correct level. We'll close the lid, then the dye stuffs and the chemicals dispensed automatically. It'll go through its program, which could be up to 98 degrees, 60 minutes at 98, drain it, a couple of washes, and then it'll come out. Once the material's been dyed and it's still wet, we tip it into bags and then put it through basically a hydro extractor. It's like a washing. It's a centrifuge. It takes like 80% of the water out. Yeah. So, well, you can feel that. It's still sort of quite damp. Yeah. It's not ringing.
Yeah. Well, some of it's still there.
But that's before drying. That part of the machine basically makes it into an even sort of spread. So it's a constant depth across the width, and it's nice. Again, if you can feel that, it's sort of damp.
Yeah.
And the actual drying part is basically it's like a microwave oven.
Yeah.
And it'll take, I don't know, we can do about 100 kilos an hour, but
wow, okay.
You can feel it there. The bottom's still slightly damp, but the top, that's it dry now.
Nice.
And that's like a continuous, like I say, it come through there a bit, I don't know. I meet it every few minutes, quite slow, and then basically from there into like an automatic baler. So again, there's very little manual handling. They have to empty the bale. And then that's our bit done, so we get it from the raw material to dye it, to dry it, to pack it.
Nice.
So once a blend is made up, okay, we get recipe, which is, we'll get a sheet and it gives all the sort of components of the actual blend. So once these are all weighed out, they will be then taken into the blending department. And what happens in the blending department, they'll take the different components, they'll hand layer it up to create a sandwich. So if you see in that one there, there's various colours. So they'll take each of those dye components and they will layer them up in a big pad. So much of one colour, so much of the next, so much of the next. And then they'll add an emulsion, which helps with the processing of it. The blending machines, I'll show you one of them. This is what will actually rip the actual blends up to a state that we can actually then mix it properly together.
How old is this?
Oh, this one will be probably 1920, 1930, something around that time. But you might have 4 or 5 different lots of black dyes, although they're all the same colour. You want to mix them all together, get the oil and emulsions through them. You put it through that, where you want to open it up, but you don't want to pull it to as much as that one, because that one's more important to get all the colour mixture done. You're trying to work the fibre as little as possible. The more fibre you work, the more potential fibre damage you have. So this is one of our 2 carding departments. So we'll get 12 carding machines here. Each one of these is a carding machine, okay? We'll go to that end where it's a nice mixture on it. So this is where the bales of the blend come in. So as you can see, this one here is a mixture of maybe 4 or 5 different colours. So you look at it, it's nice and homogeneous and it's been blended well. So what happens here is that these bales are fed out of into the hopper. And what the machine does, it controls and regulates the flow of the fibre into the machine. I'll show you at the side. So this is where it regulates the fibre into the machine. So it weighs out set weights of the fibre, it drops into the machine. And what happens, it's fed into the machine and it's a series of rollers with directional wire on them, okay, that interact with one another to card the fibre out. Basically, carding is action like combing, taking it to a single fibre state, okay. So as you can see from the mixture there to there, it's starting to change, it's starting to level out, be more homogeneous, okay, become more of a solid colour. Now this is the final web, okay. When it comes through here, it's all been carded level, the blend is all mixed in together, and what it does, it passes through this series of tapes here, and what they do, they divide that web into individual ribbons. If you can see the fibre, so as it comes through, that flat ribbon is then rolled. It's not twisted, purely rolled together with the eccentric motion of these rubbers. So that creates a slobbing of yarn, okay? That slobbing of yarn, then once it's made full bobbins, we'll go into the spinning department. So this is a spinning department that is mule spinning. They refer to these as a mule. What it does, we'll show you in this one down here how they operate. Aye. So what happens here, the yarn is delivered off the bobbin, it's fed through. As it's fed out, it's stretched at the same time, and the twist is into it. So the twist goes into the thinner spots, which tightens it up, that naturally then pulls in the thicker spots and then creates a level yarn. So it's delivered out, and you can see it pulls it thinner.
Yeah.
You can look at it.
You call that the draft?
Aye, that's the draft is how much you actually pull it apart.
Yeah.
Aye. So that's a crop once it's been spun up.
Yeah.
So as you can see, that is in a format that a customer certainly doesn't want. They want it on a cone. So therefore we have to go into the winding. What the winding will do, it will run up to about 8 of these onto one cone. While doing so, it will check for any imperfections in the yarn and remove those imperfections. Imperfections might, on this one, if it's seen a bit of dark in there, maybe a bit of vegetable matter that's managed to get through, it will find it, pick it out. Or if there's been a tiny lump in the processing, I mean, it will find that and it'll take it out. So it's done on these machines here. This is where the cops are fed into the carousel here. It'll drop the cop down into the bottom. It'll pick that end up. It will naturally feed it through, like that. See here, it's picking the end up, joining the end, and then it's going on to a new cop. So it automatically does one cop, runs it all through, checks it, then it takes the next cop, drops it down, and lines it on until the package is to the correct dimensions and size and weight. So like you say, that one's full now, it's dropped that, it's self-doffed that, it puts another cone in, and then it winds it on. It's measuring the actual yarn at all times for any imperfections. Now, if it is a single yarn you're after, that's the finished product. If it's a 2-ply yarn, that then has to be plied up, which is what these machines here do. You take 2 ends, so you see that one there, and that one there, it runs them over and winds them onto these bobbins over there. And it's putting the ends together, but it's not actually twisting them at the moment, okay? Now, this is a 2-ply yarn, but you can do it 3, 4, 6, 8-ply, you know what I mean? Right. So The creels will allow you to do up to 8 wide. Okay. So once the bobbins are ready, that then goes into the twisting where it's actually got the final twist put in. So those bobbins are put into that chamber, right? Then it comes up through there, it rotates, and then the twist that you require is put into it, and then wound onto these, and then that'll be the final package.
Massive amounts for this one. We've got to do it like that.